I found a flash drive in my late husband's suit pocket. The files were all labeled with my name and a countdown. My husband died suddenly last month at 34 yesterday. While donating his clothes, I found a flash drive in his suit pocket. Every file was labeled with my name and the date counting down to next Tuesday. I am scared to leave my house. I met James at a cybersecurity conference 6 years ago. He was brilliant, the kind of person who built encrypted systems that governments trusted. I was just a marketing manager who barely remembered to update her phone. When people asked how we ended up together, I joked that I was the human element in his technical world. His heart attack came without warning. One minute we were discussing vacation plans over breakfast. The next he was on the kitchen floor. The doctors called it a congenital defect that had gone undetected his entire life. I've spent the past 4 weeks in a fog sleeping on the couch because our bed feels too empty. Yesterday, I finally forced myself to pack up his clothes. That's when I found it, a small black flash drive in the inside pocket of his favorite suit. The one he wore to client meetings. Something made me check it immediately. Maybe the way it was carefully tucked in the hidden pocket. Maybe because in 6 years of marriage, I'd never seen it before. When I plugged it in, a password prompt appeared. I tried our anniversary, his birthday, my birthday, nothing worked. Then I tried the name of his childhood dog. The one he'd mentioned was his first password when he was 12. The drive unlocked. Inside were 26 files, each labeled with my name and a date. Sarah 12-05, Sarah 12-06, continuing all the way to Sarah 12-31. Today is the 10th of December. The countdown is moving. With shaking hands, I opened the first file dated 5 days ago. Inside I was a detailed log of everywhere I'd gone that day. The coffee shop at 10:14 a.m. The grocery store at 2:37 p.m. The phone call with my sister that lasted 48 minutes. No one could know unless they were watching me. The second file dated 4 days ago contained photos me checking the mail, me walking to my car, me having lunch alone at the restaurant where James and I had our first date. I've checked every file up to today's date. Each contains more invasive information than the last. Screenshots of text messages I'd sent. Photos taken through windows of our house. Once about my conversations, including ones I had when I was completely alone. James couldn't have done this. He was gone. Someone else is watching me, using his encryption skills to document my every move. The final file, Sarah 12-31, is different from the others. It's encrypted with another password I can't crack. What happens on the 31st of December? I called James's best friend Michael, who works at the same security firm. Did James ever mention a project involving me or surveillance of any kind? The silence that followed lasted too long. Sarah, he finally said, I need you to get out of the house. Don't pack anything. Don't tell anyone where you are going. I'll meet you somewhere public. We met at a crowded mall food court. Michael looked over his shoulder twice before speaking. 3 months ago, James came to me worried that someone had broken into your house. Nothing was taken, but he found signs someone had been inside. Instead of scaring you, he installed security cameras. What happened to the footage? I asked. He never showed me. But a week before he died, he said he discovered something that changed everything, that he wasn't sure who to trust anymore. I showed Michael the flash drive. His face drained of color when he saw the file names. This isn't James's work, he whispered. The SEC is all wrong. He would never organize files this way. Then who? I don't know. But James told me if anything happened to him, I should tell you to look where you first met, that you'd understand. The hotel where the conference was held shut down years ago, but our first actual conversation happened in the hotel garden beside a stone bench with a loose brick underneath. I'm writing this from a motel 100 miles from home. Tomorrow, I am going to find that bench and see what James left behind. Schumann is still monitoring my every move, counting down to something, and I need to find out what happens on the 31st of December before the countdown reaches 0.